Hi, we're grading the teacher. We are English group 3. Um, we are English 3 we're referring. And it's Jamir, and we will be talking a little about our favorite teachers. And then we have a short debate to answer step 3 of the current guides. To start the session, our partner Juan Roca, how to use a little about his chosen teacher. Then I will continue with my contributions. Then our partner Raúl, Camila, and Juan Pertus will continue. And finally, we open the debate to answer to questions from three. Step three. Juan Sebastian, you may start. You may start, please.
Hello everyone, today I'm going to talk about one of my past English teachers. She was patient and clear when explaining new topics and always gave examples that helped us understand. She used PowerPoint slides and YouTube videos which made class more interesting. She also encouraged us to speak in English even when we made mistakes, and that helped me gain more confidence. Thanks to her, I improved my pronunciation and listening skills. I think she was a great teacher because she mixes discipline, kindness, and technology very well.
Thank you, Bernard. And well, my Senate teacher showed a much more accessible path to learn English by demonstrating that while theory is important, it doesn't require only it's put into practice. The key to his teaching was balancing theory with practice, adopting a more realistic view of the language used. He is a person who stands out for his linguistic experience with native speakers and the practical use of the language. Another characteristic is a relaxed, understanding, and empathic attitude regarding uncertain situations. Um, I believe his later aspect of his became is something that I'll teach her how to use different language show process. Thank you, partner Raúl. To my start.
Hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk about Mr. Henry Viloria. He was my English teacher. He was very dynamic and patient teacher. He explained concepts clearly using simple examples. He always made sure that everyone understands before moving to a new topic. For classroom managing, he used clear instruction and keeps student focused with short interactive activity. He also used technology very effective like videos, PowerPoint, presentation, and Kahoot games. He motivates students, he created a friendly atmosphere and encouraged participation by asking open questions and using group work. And thanks to his methods, students feel more confident speaking English and stay interested during the class. Um, that's all. Let's continue with our partner Camila.
Partner Camila. Thank you, Raúl. Camila, you start.
My English teacher. My English teacher was a very down to earth and approachable person. I had a calm demeanor that made everyone feel comfortable in class. It was strict or imposing rigid rules, which created a trusting environment where we could learn without fear of making mistakes. During my studies, I had An English teacher who left a very positive impression on me. He was a down-to-earth person, without an authoritarian attitude or air of superiority. Thank you.
Thank you, Camila. Partner Juan, you may start.
Listen to me. Okay.
Yes.
My favorite teacher is Alberto Rivera. How did your teacher communicate and explain the concept? Alberto explained the concept in a clear, dynamic, and didactic way. He used a methodology that made learning easier and helped everyone understand the topic. Two, what were your teacher's classroom management techniques? He kept order and attention through interactive activities, words, and educational games. How did your teacher use technology or teaching resources? He used many technological and teaching resources, such as virtual games, interactive applications, and other digital tools. Those resources made the class more dynamic and help students learn faster. How did your teacher involve and motivate students? He motivated students through constant participation and teamwork. His teaching method made everyone feel part of the class, confident and enthusiastic about the learning. What impact did have student participation or learning? He had a very positive impact. Student learning faster in a with more confidence. The classes become more participatory, create and enjoyable in the greater case. Professor Alberto helped them realize they call learning English easily with dedication and effort.
Thank you, Partner Juan. And now I would answer the questions. And the first questions to partner Raúl and partner Camila. Just start, partner Raúl.
Okay, the teacher who stood out the most were Mr. Henry and the teacher of Melissa. Mr. Henry was strong in communication and motivation. He explained topics clearly, uses simple, made his students feel confident when speaking English. And the teacher of Melissa stood out for his experience and knowledge of grammar and pronunciation. He used a clear and structured methodology to teach English accurately.
Thank you, partner. And Camila.
Which teacher were strong in certain skills or methods. From one teacher, I liked it that explained clearly and used technological resources such as games and interactive activities that made his classes fun and motivating. From Professor Henry Gloria, I liked it that he used videos, PowerPoint, and Kahoot, and that they motivated his students with games and positive feedback. Thank you.
Thank you, partner Camila. Uh, uh, well, any common are different approach within teachers. Um, I chose classmates Juan Roca and Juan teachers. Now, both teachers share a central focus on activity participation and the use of dynamic recurse, such as virtual games and interactive application to make lessons more engaged and practical. And teachers and hand stood our practice clarity and mutual respect using simple examples and repetition to ensure comprehension and foresting confused by encouraging speaking debate mistakes. On the other hand, Professor Alberto Rivera, uh, mentioned by Juan Pertus, um, is described as the most ingenious and complements not only using varied records but also actively transforming the classroom environment to turn stressful presentations into the scenarios uh, of creative and secret. The main difference lies in Rivera's transformative impact, as he shows his students that the co-learn to language were easily with dedication, whereas Roca teachers focus more on the study improvement of fundamental skill like pronunciation and listening. Thank you. And the next partner, Juan Roca and Juan Pertos. You may start, chicos. Ay, yo.
Okay.
In English.
Lessons learning about effective teaching strategies. From the description of the different teacher, several lessons can be learned about effective teaching strategies. The most successful teacher created an comfortable and respectful environment that reduced student fear and encouraged participation. Um, they used clear explanations, real life examples, and interactive methods such as games, videos, and apps to make learning more dynamic and meaningful.
Thank you, partner Juan and partner Juan. Juan and Juan.
Well, technology integration, group work, and practical activities help students improve their communication skills and confidence. Additionally, positive feedback and motivation were key factors that made students feel supported and eager to learn. In conclusion, effective teaching combines clarity, creative, and empathy to make learning engaging and impactful.
Thank you, partner Juan. And now my classmates will talk about the proposal for dynamic class in learning a new language. Camila, you may start.
Okay. Virtual escape room. Objective. To force the negotiation of meaning and complete interaction in English to achieve a common goal, intentionally closing the option of using Spanish as an escape route.
Thank you, partner Camila and partner Juan.
The scenario, students are placed in teams of four and breakout rooms. They are presented with a virtual Skype room scenario. The golden rule, the unbreakable rule, is established that any communication necessary to advance must be in English for the game to work. Otherwise, students will lose points for every word in Spanish.
Thank you. And partner Raul.
Well, the tasks. Each team member receives a different clue that is useless by itself. For example, one student has a keyword, another has a imagine represent the action, and third has a grammatical rule. And the last is the leader. Um, Net input and reinforcement. The puzzles are designed to require vocabulary and grammatical structure from the current unit being worked on.
Thank you, partner Raul. And partner Juan.
Well, the tools, Genially or Google Sites, Google Forms, and Microsoft Forms, search or page or dictionaries, Kahoot, um, focalized correction by teacher, and Jamboard or Google Doc. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for your attention. And thanks you to my partners for your participation in this activity. See you in the next activity, partners. Bye.
Bye, see you later.
Bye
Bye, bye,
bye.
bye. Listo, quedó.